Minecraft is a weird game. It's been around for 16 years now and has changed a lot over the course of its development. In the beginning, it was very bare bones, almost empty. Now, teeming with life, it barely resembles what it started as. From villagers to illagers to endermen to piglins. It's quite the 180. It also feels like it could have gone a different direction. What if instead of going from beta to release, we went from beta to gamma? This is Gamma Files. My name is Neko, and if you like what you see, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the CurseForge channel for more modpack reviews like this one. Gamma Files is an alternate timeline take on what beta Minecraft could have turned into had it been developed under different principles, kind of like DB3K, which I've also reviewed on here. Rather than going for a plain, polished approach that ends up squeezing the World Drive ambiance, Gamma Files commits to creating an enriching atmosphere that really feels like it builds on the foundation laid by Alpha and Beta Minecraft. The pack opts for a slew of beautiful new biomes in the form of William Wyver's expanded ecosphere, and an incredibly dense fog around the perimeter of the world that veils the landscape so as to constantly keep you feeling lost and isolated. The cave depths employ similar tricks, with what begins as an almost inky fog from a distance quickly turning into a piercing darkness once in the thick of it. It's a little terrifying, honestly, especially when torches burn out, and alternatives like campfires and lanterns are done away with. We'll come less to that. Both the depths and the above ground are massively elevated through their sound design, an area I feel many other mod packs could really do with touching up on. Custom cave sounds, unique ambience during weather events, beautiful leaf and firefly particles, and even new subtle remixes of familiar C418 songs do an impeccable job of making me feel a real sense of wonder I only rarely ever get playing Minecraft anymore. Also contributing to the atmosphere is the change in fauna surrounding the player. While villagers were introduced in Minecraft 1.0, permanently changing the particularly lonely feeling of the game that older versions were known for, the Gamma Files never went in that direction, opting to instead expand on the variety of critter you could find wandering about. With the help of what seems to be a well-combed Alex's mobs, you can find all manner of beast, from the adorable Jerboa to the terrible Drop Bear. There are plenty of creatures to help bring the world to life, without taking away from the feeling of being the last human being left on Earth. But older versions of the game capture really well, a feeling only compounded upon when you encounter the odd ruined houses here and there. Between them and the overgrown grass block, you really get the impression that whatever humanity may have been here is long gone. It's pretty cool. I glossed over it earlier, but yeah, this pack can be a little mean. Several elements that you're familiar with from any period of the game are either altered significantly or done away with completely, like the aforementioned light source blocks. Permanent light isn't completely gone. You can create lava lamps with 4 iron ingots and 1 lava bucket, but good lord is that expensive. If you know me, you know I'm all for being a little brutal with Minecraft gameplay. It can be more interesting that way, but this feels like a little much, especially given how comparatively relaxed survival gameplay is in Alpha and Beta Minecraft. Well, at least sword blocking's back, fully protects you from damage. Much like how there are fewer light sources, there are also no coordinates. Not from the F3 screen, and not even when looking at a compass, which in of itself is also harder to obtain. I know for many, even more than limited light, this will be a controversial change. I didn't notice it too much, since I personally try not to rely on the F3 screen, but in the face of not having any sort of robust map system, in conjunction with stuff like the harder to obtain reliable food, a smaller stack size for said food, the limited render distance via the fog, and the quickly burning out torches making setting landmarks more difficult, despite the allure of adventure being inherently present in the cool atmosphere and awesome new biomes, mobs and structures, I do think this culmination of mechanics does sort of hamper that spirit, unless you're really determined to potentially get lost and lose it all, since this mod pack doesn't change Vanilla's item dropping mechanics. Altering or rolling back on even a few of these things would encourage exploration a lot better, in my opinion. Though it is easy to get lost, even in multiplayer, one of the pack's best new features I found was the ping wheel, activated with V, which lets players ping either their location or the location of something they're looking at with the press of a button, allowing for very simple and seamless communication and positions without the need for chord sharing or even mucking around in something like Zero's minimap. Very simple and clean. Other stuff I really like includes the big buff on the speed at which saplings regrow into full trees. Blocks retain their break level for just a moment, meaning flicking off of them for a nanosecond won't reset your mining progress on them. The excellent retextures on certain blocks, particularly acacia logs and deep slate. The funky but subtle redesign of the inventory GUI really hits a rough charm found in older MC versions. And perhaps best of all, the pack is insanely optimized. Worlds load lightning fast, and the strong focus on a compelling aesthetic means shaders don't feel at all necessary for a beautiful game experience. Gamma Files is a very interesting, very weird little oddity of a mod pack. I haven't even touched on the Nether or the new dimension it adds, for the sake of letting you explore them yourself. Don't want to spoil the mystery of them after all. If you're looking for a Minecraft experience that really knocks it out of the park on a presentation and vibes level, and don't mind something with a little bite to it, I'd highly suggest giving this one a shot. Speaking of mod packs with a strong presentation, want to shake things up with a mod pack that turns the game into a unique isometric hack and slash? Check out my last review on Guild Adventures right here. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!